Okay, I'm in training mode right now, but I'll show you with the camera later in a second here. Okay, so first thing you want to do when you find your grip of choice, first thing you want to do is remember that the border, the gate of the joystick is a square. So this is stock TE parts, by the way. You can get an octagon if you prefer. I was used to the American sticks, and you know, I was obsessed with octagon, but I got used to square gate so much that like now I prefer it. So, and square gate's very good for charge characters too. See, the problem is that with a square gate, you can tell where the corners are, but you can't really tell where the forward is. That's the thing you have to get used to, and straight up as well and down. So what you want to do is start moving the stick around and just find out how far you have to push it to go forward and how much you have to slide it to go down. And you use the clicking noises. That's when the actual switch inside the joystick is activating to input the motion. So all you gotta do is just move slightly down and listen for that click noise. And then you know, you see down and you just move it over to diagonal, etc. So play around with it. Alright, let me show you guys the training mode screen here. Okay, I got my boy Flowchart Ken here now. And Flowchart Ken is going to show you some tips here. Now, first thing you want to do is just move the joystick left and right. And look at the direction. So make sure you go to training mode, pause it, go to training options, and then turn your input display on. I know you guys can't really see it, the camcorder like this, but input display, turn it on. So you can see the directions on the left side when I'm pressing. And take the joystick and just move it left and right slowly, and try to only get left and right. So most people, you know, if your grip is a little weird, if you're going like this and you're getting little diagonals when you're going left and right, you gotta get used to the directions. So try to just get firm lefts and rights all across the board, and then go down and up like this. And like I said, what this is doing is just, it's helping your muscle memory know exactly the precise directions to go up and down. You don't want it to be all weird and jump forward and back by accident. This is usually going to happen when you're getting used to a joystick. Okay, after you got that figured out, dash forward, dash back. This is where you really find if your grip is working or not, because a lot of people, they can dash forward really well, but they have problems dashing backwards depending on what side of the screen, just because of their grip. Because, for example, I'm using my index and middle finger on the left side of the joystick and my thumb's holding the right. So when I backdash, I'm just using my thumb. This is just my thumb moving the joystick. But then when I'm dashing forward, I'm using my my index and my middle finger just to dash forward. So dash forward, dash back, and to see if it's comfortable for you. So that's another good way of finding which grip is most comfortable for you. Then you can start doing motions. So if you want to, you know, throw out a Hadouken, just boom, and look at your motion, see how accurate it is. Just do it nice and slowly, and you can see how precise the joystick is. Try to just get the entire motion out. Try not to get any more than 3 directions. Okay, so anyways, yeah, go over all your normal special moves, your tats. Uppercuts will probably be difficult learning on a stick at first hand. I don't recommend learning the shortcuts, which is double diagonal. Double diagonal works for uppercuts, because now that you have a precise tool to use, you don't really need to take advantage of the shortcuts. Capcom puts shortcuts in the game to help people that use normal controllers to do it. Well, at least I hope that's what their intention was, besides screwing up top players. But yeah, so work on those inputs and you know, get a feel for it. And don't forget, it's very important that you practice all these directions on the opposite side of the screen. Don't just do it all on the left side of the screen or all on the right side. You want to make sure that your grip is good for both sides of the screen. Okay, so back to grips again. So when you're doing these motions, what I see a lot of my friends do when they never used a joystick before, they kind of just, when they do the motions, they do it and they kind of just let go of the stick. So they kind of, say when I throw a fireball, right? They'll go like this. They'll just let go of it for some reason. You want to make sure you have a firm grip, right? Well, not too firm, but you want it so that when you do a motion, your hand naturally is just still on it, right? There's no reason to let go. So I'm just throwing fireballs, tots. This is an uppercut. Notice that you see my hand is barely moving, right? It barely looks like I'm doing anything. I'm just doing uppercuts just now. These are all uppercuts. And here's on the other side of the screen. See, I'm using my thumb to push it now. This is on the other side of the screen. Looks awkward to watch, but to me, it just feels natural. And like I said, like once you understand exactly where the switches are in the stick, you barely have to move the stick to do anything. Okay. Here's me doing an ultra. You know, here's me doing a super. Sorry guys, I'm too lazy to use my capture card to show you what's on the screen. It's boring just looking at my hands, but I'm just trying to give you an idea. So, to summarize, find the grip most comfortable to you. Very important. Hold the stick quite firmly. Don't let go of the stick when you're doing motions, because it'll be too flimsy, right? You're trying to find like it's kind of like home row, you know? It's like a keyboard. It's like home row, you know? Stay on your home row. So you barely have to, you have to move from your home row position. That's the best way to explain it. Okay, now buttons. Let's talk about buttons. For buttons, now when you watch people play on joysticks on buttons, most of the time you hear people hit the buttons pretty damn hard. Like when they're doing their combos, like say I want to do a DP, F8, DC4 into Ultra, okay? Okay, that's me doing the combo. Now, if someone who doesn't have a stick heard that, they'd be like, wow, this guy's just breaking his stick. But most of the time, people hit the buttons quite hard because it helps you, it helps your muscle memory, it helps your timing. Because all Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 4 combos are done in real time, you know. It's not like Killer Instinct where you just input the motions and they just come out. Everything's in real time. So generally, it's easier to combo and do all your combos when you hit the buttons hard. You have a good rhythm for it. So, just keep that in mind too. If you guys are having trouble doing combos, try hitting the buttons a little harder than usual. I'm not telling you, you know, slam on like you know, like Donkey Kong, but hit them quite hard. And see if I can think of anything else to teach you guys. Yeah, guys, this pretty much covers it. I can't think of anything else to explain. If there's something I missed, then make sure to PM me, and then I might add it to the video. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just all about experience, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna start the next tutorial. So make sure you guys keep your fingers on those throw buttons.